Hey friends, welcome back to my page, DIY with Crafty Sarah. So glad to see you here. My segment of craft round the clock. Let's see how we do getting on Facebook. Every time I go, I swear it's different. Okay. There is me. So I'm 15 minutes late because my time is 8:15 to 9 o'clock. So I'm a few minutes late for you guys. Because I'm usually on at 8. Man, I need to clean my little table here off one of these days. So we are doing this transfer. I'll wait for Tracy to get me in. Hope everybody's good tonight. I'm going to turn on my heat press just to have it ready. Left my little speaker in the house. I wore it in the house last night and got ready to. I don't think it's here. Nope. One of them is, but not that one. And I don't know if that one works, so it better not. So this is the transfer I'm doing tonight. It's October, which is just kind of holding off here until Tracy gets me shared into the group. So if any of you haven't inked with Chalk Couture, it is the easiest thing to do. And it is so fun to make yourself a shirt. So I got this sweatshirt at Old Navy when I was there shopping a couple weeks ago with my grandkids. And it was like $8. So cheap. I thought that was really a good price. So I'm going to, so what we do is we put ink mats inside our shirts, and these are sticky, and what they do is they're able to make your shirt be taut, you know, so you can ink on it, and it keeps it from going through. So I'm going to try to feed that up inside there, and I kind of want it in the middle. I don't know why. Hopefully I'm on the right day. Hopefully I'm on the right day. That would be the pits, wouldn't it? So I want to get wrinkles out, you guys. I don't want no wrinkles. No wrinkles. And you know what? I think that I heat set this one time because it's kind of bubbly. So I think I might have got it too hot one time. So just spread your shirt out on the ink mat. And if you don't have an ink mat, you could use like a piece of cardboard and put some tacky spray on it, you know, something like that, and you're fine. So I just want to make sure that this is going to be underneath my transfer, and it is. And then your transfer, you know, we always fuzz them before we use them, but you never fuzz it when you're doing it on a shirt or on textile, because you want it to be the stickiest that it can be so that it can go through. You guys hop on, say hi. Maybe I'm not seeing comments. Let me look on my phone real quick here. You guys, I have the word. Oh my gosh. Yep, there you go. You guys are all on there and I can't see a thing. What the heck? Why can I not see a comment? I'm going to go out and come back in, you guys. Let me go out. And let me come back in and see if I can. There you are. There's Stephanie. So I'm going to assume that Tracy's got me shared in, because she always does. So I'm going to, I kind of want it to be down about 3 inches from the neckline. That's 4. You kind of want, and you kind of want it to, you kind of want to be careful where you put your stuff, you know? Just saying. You don't want some weird thing on your boobs. So actually, I'm not going to put the bats on here. I'm going to put the bats down on my sleeve. So that might even be, I might even want to, so that's, I always measure 3 inches from the top of my transfer. And that's just a little bit less than 3 inches, but I think it's going to be okay because I just want the, it's October Witches is all I want. So I'm going to make sure that it's stuck down really good, you guys. And I've got my black ink. You have to use ink. What? Is this a new one? I don't think it is. I need to get a squeegee, but I don't want to get any ink on anything. Let me grab a couple. So if you get ink on anything, it's your friend for life. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to let that go. And I always want to check my fingers because Lord have mercy. I am a hot mess, always. Always and forever. So I'm going to stir this up. Actually, this could use some water. Is this my only black? It is not. So we're going to open this one. This is a good one. I don't even know where this one came from. I don't know why I have 2. So I'm just going to stand back here and stir my ink because I don't want to get anything on my shirt. And if you guys get something on your shirt, sometimes you can wipe it away real quick and get it taken care of. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to be really clever about what you're going to cover your mistake with, and you can. You totally can. So I'm just going to hold this here, and I'm going to go, and I just want to do, it's October Witches, is what I want to do. You guys, this is the easiest way to make yourself a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. It's so fun. So easy. As a matter of fact, you know what I used to? I used to have like t-shirt bars, and people would come and they would bring their t-shirts or their sweatshirts or towels or whatever they wanted to ink on, and they would have free reign of my transfers, my used transfers, and they would make themselves stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I should do that again. I haven't done that in a while. So I'm going to go back over this because I really want this dark, although I think it's probably going to be fine, but you just want to make sure that you get all your stuff covered. That's got a, looks like it's got a hair in it. It does. Where in the heck? I don't know where it went, but I flipped it off. It's probably stuck on something that I don't want it to be stuck on, but I'm going to get a wipe out of my thing. Because you guys, I don't trust anything. I'm not kidding you. see where that went. Okay, I think I might be okay. So I'm going to raise this up. And go slow, because if it isn't quite covered or something isn't quite what you want it to be, you can lay it back down and you can ink back over it. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. It's October, witches. So I'm going to set this over here, and then I'm going to dry this with my dryer just enough that I can get it out of here without getting it all over the place. Yeah, I'm not seeing comments at all, you guys. Nothing. Why does Facebook have to suck? Seriously. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. So I will go back afterwards. If you guys have any questions about inking, I will go back and answer anything you've got. I'm not seeing any comments. Why is it being so difficult these days? I never have trouble, but these last few times I've gone live, it's been the pits. Man, I got ink on the inside of my fingers there. That was cruising for a bruising. I see some floating hands, but I don't see any words. Float me some hearts, girls, so I know you're alive. Let me see if I can get that's enough. Let me get this off the inside of my hands. Guys, I'm telling you, this ink is sneaky. It's really sneaky. You really have to be on your game. You don't want anything on your... I can see the hearts, you guys, but I can see nothing for comments. What the heck? So I'm afraid I'm going to warp my... See how sticky that is, you guys? It's so awesome. So I'm going to try and get that up so I can slide it out, and then I will finish drying it real quick. Now, if I was not showing you guys this, I would not mess with this. I would let it dry overnight. Oh, there's a comment. Maybe you guys aren't commenting. I would just leave it on this mat, and then I would let it dry 24 hours, and then I would take it out. But I want to show you guys, here we go, how to heat set and those things. So we're going to go with it. I'm going to set these off to the side, but I'm going to wash this because I want these bats, you guys. Actually, I need a piece of my... I'm hoping, I cut some of my mats smaller, so I'm hoping that this will work for me. There again. I hit myself with a magic marker today, so sometimes I think that might be what I'm seeing too. There we go. You can do this on any textile. So you can do it on towels, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, coats, jean jackets, any textile. It's fun to make your own t-shirts, your own sweatshirts, your own kitchen towels, anything like that. It's fun. But this, if I lay this over on itself, it will definitely leave something. So I just want it to get dry enough that I can sort of halfway touch it and it's not going to ruin everything. Do you guys love sweatshirt? I love sweatshirt weather. There we go. Hi Stephanie. Hi Beverly. Darche Designs. Holly, Phyllis, and Mary. Now I'm seeing something. I love this transfer. Love, love it. So I'm going to try, because I did set out a thing to paint too, you guys. Stephanie, we're going to paint your cat. So let me get this ink out of the way, because you guys, again, you do not want anything. I'm going to squirt some water in this one because it's not bad, but it's not usable right now. But I think if it sets with some water, I'm going to put this and this over here just a second to get it out of the way. And then I can work on that one. So what I want is I want a sleeve. And I probably want, which sleeve do I want, you guys? Do I want my left? I think I want my left sleeve. I don't know why it would make a difference, but it might. So I'm going to try not get this, I'm going to try and just scoot this over. Shush. Shush. Oh, you know what? I have to clean that transfer real quick. Let me set this over here off to the side. Just to be safe. Let's be safe. Let's be safe. Not sorry. So I'm going to take this and clean this because I just want to get it, and I probably could do it without cleaning it, but I'm just going to go ahead and clean it. So I'm just going to wipe it with a wipe. I'm not going to get it like as clean as I would if I took it in my house and washed it with my board eraser, but it'll be good enough for now. Good enough for now. You can do these on, you can make like your grandkids or kids onesies with these, with transfers that we have. It's, I'm telling you, you can do anything with these things. These are amaze balls. I'm just going to wipe the back side. Actually, I have a fuzzing towel that I was going to take in and wash, and then I set it over by my door to take in. I should have brought that over here. Could have used that. It's because I fly by the seat of my pants always. That's so funny because some of those areas are white, like white, but some of them aren't. And you don't want to leave ink in your transfers. Like in all seriousness, I have walked out of here at night and forgot to take my transfer in to wash it. And I've always been able to get my transfers clean. Now, some people think that you can't get the ink clean. I feel like I have, but I wouldn't take the chance. So then the inside of our fuzzing cloth is microfiber. So you can just put that in there and just give it a baby massage and dry your transfer out. And then it's good to go. Wipe off my counter a little bit. So now it's sticky again, you guys. It's sticky and ready to go again. So let's get our sweatshirt. And we're going to do a sleeve. Don't you think that'd be kind of fun to have some bats down the bottom of the sleeve? I see stuff on the front of my counter and I'm like, holy moly, is that chalk or is that ink? If it's ink, yuck. You know what? I might not even be able to get anything in here. I don't think I can. So let me see. So I was thinking maybe I would want it kind of on the top, but maybe not. Maybe that'd be too much of a pain in the behind. So I'm just going to put that down, and I'm going to get those. That bat looks funny. I don't think I like that bat. He's not going to happen. So it's going to be this one, and this little one is what I'm going to do. I got to grab my ink again. Not thinking. Not thinking. So just dip your squeegee into your ink and put it down. I went to the lobby today. They have spring 75% off. But you know what? I don't even think I bought one thing out of that. But I went back to the wood pile, and they had 40% off back there. And they had a lot of stuff clearanced. So I picked up several things back there. So I skipped that one. That one looks funny to me. I mean, these are definitely bats, but that's a funny looking bat. And there's another little teeny one down there, but he's not all the way on, so I think I'm gonna, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Maybe I'll just get him because he's there. Okay, I'm gonna set this in my container. Let's peel those off. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's cute. I'm going to set this over here, get it out of the way. I'm going to wipe my hands again because there's ink on them again. Check your nails, check your fingertips, check your every single little thing. So I'm telling you, it is sneaky, and it will get on your clothes. I still left the price tag on that thing. I don't even know how much it started out to be. I got it at $7.97. I thought, well, that's pretty good for a sweatshirt. Then I didn't know if it fits, so I tried it on today. It's plenty big. But I like my stuff not like sucking down on me. Like I said, you guys, if you were to do this, you would not have to dry this with this. Just let it air dry for 24 hours and then heat set it. Very simple, easy peasy. I'm ready for sweatshirts. I don't know about you guys, but oh my God, I'm ready. Sweatshirt season is my favorite season. It is my fave. Okay. So we have, it's October Witches, and we've got the bats on the sleeve. So now we're going to heat set it. And I have a mat. I'm going to set that down. Put that right there. And I don't think, let me look. No. If you think it's going to go through, you need to put like a piece of parchment paper in there or something that will stop it from going through, you guys. Because you don't want it to ink through your other, you know, in the back of your shirt. So I set mine at 325 and I set it right on there. Now, you could use an iron, your household iron. So do that and put it as hot as you can get it for 4 minutes and just iron it around and around and around. That's all you need to do. This we can just leave set and it's fine. But and I've done it this way too, so it's fine. It's a very simple, and you can do that with any, and I do it twice. You can do it with any of our transfers on any textile. Now, if you want to heat set like a glass or, you know, something like that, you need to put it in the oven. and you put it in a cold oven at 350. I put mine in at 350, and then let it heat up for about an hour, and then shut the oven off and leave them in there. Don't take them out till it's cool. That's how I do it. So I take that off, lift it up, and just kind of feel it, and it like sinks into the fabric, you guys. It literally sinks into the fabric, and then it's good to go. So I'm going to lay our sleeve up here. Try to catch all four of them little boogers. You guys, I had bats in my house before. I hate bats. I hate bats. Listen, I love bats. I love what bats do. Bats eat mosquitoes. They're awesome. But they need to stay outside, not inside. We've had multiple bats in our house. We haven't had them since we put our new roof on. But before that, we were kind of batty. Now we're talking about having our upstairs bathroom renovated, and they're going to tear a wall out. I'm scared to death. They're going to find something that they're going to find bats. I never hear them. Only like one would get in, and he never could get out. But I never had like the whole family, thankfully. That would have been horrible. So I do this for 30 seconds twice. Some people turn their shirt inside out and do it. I never have. I'm fine. I've never. And I wash the living gajibas out of mine, you guys, and I never have an issue. Never. Never, never. In my house, if it can't go in the washing machine or the dishwasher, I don't need it. That's my thought. That's my theory. If it can't survive my dishwasher or my washing machine, I don't need it. So there you go. One quick, cute sweatshirt with a matching sleeve. How awesome is that? Now I can't wait to wear it. Hi, Laura. Did you figure out about your shirt, Laura? I didn't see that till after I got off last night. But my thought is you didn't have enough polyester, and you always should use a light colored fabric. Okay. Next project. And we might not get this one done, but we're going to start. So my friend Stephanie wanted to do this cat. So I cut one out, and we're going to paint this cat. This is an awesome company that does, it kind of does flowers, and I'm going to pop the eyeballs under this little skull. Flowers, and they intermix it with their stuff, and it just, to me, it's just beautiful. I love this. I love this style, and I've done a lot of it, and I really like it. So this is just a stander, you guys. This is just a stander. I got it. I got it. So it's a stander, and it's very basic colors. It's black and gray, and then whatever you choose for your colors for your flowers. I'm just going to use chalk paste on that, I think, just because. So I'm just going to paint my hat black, my spider, and this is the hat. This is a this is all in layers. It's all in layers. So this really doesn't even need to get painted, but I'm gonna. That's an ear, so I'm gonna get that. And it doesn't matter if you paint it, you guys. Actually, it does. Sometimes it's even better, because if you don't get something glued on there just quite right, your bottom layer is the right color. And then today I didn't even, I'm in a club, I'm in two clubs. I'm in a Christmas club, and I'm in everyday club with Sawdust Makery, and it never even dawned on me, you guys. My kid was in the hospital, and I just kind of lost track of my days. And we had new files release, Christmas files and everyday files. And oh my gosh, the snowmen, oh my god, they're so cute. And the fall stuff, oh, her stuff is amazing. So I got all those new files. So you're like, oh my goodness. Actually, these should be painted black behind. Yeah, because these go on top of there. So this whips up pretty quick. And it's a standard. It's pretty good size, Steph. I was kind of wondering how big it was. It's pretty good size. Shut that off. Let's make sure I shut that off. That'd be terrible. So I'm going to paint these little wheat things. This color. It's called Marigold. I use Americana paints, but you can use any acrylic that you have. To tell you the truth, I have all kinds of acrylics. All kinds. So I have the paints for my ceramic shop. Those are Duncan. And then we used to use Ceramcoat a lot. And then this center of this flower is yellow. And I use that. I mean, I have it, so I use it. And then Americana. And I have some folk art. It's all acrylic, you guys. It's all acrylic. Debbie's asking me if I'm busy. Yep. Let me tell her here real quick. There we go. There we go. Get messages while you're on. So what color do we want to do? I think I'm going to go Lagoon again, you guys. I'm going to go Lagoon for my back. So that's going to be this big flower. I am doing a whatnot on Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's going to be all discontinued or retired chalk couture. And I have a lot. And I have a ton of surfaces and surfaces that match transfers, and you guys, so much. So much. And transfers. I gotta lighten the load around here. I'm running out of room. That's what I thought when I bought that Hobby Lobby stuff today. I thought, oh my God, where am I gonna put it? But I'll find a place. It's always something, isn't it? Always something. That's just painting those green. Then I've got red to kind of accent those, and some slate gray to accent that. Just got to think of something to do that one. How about like a couture coral, or a, what do we have for a coral? Let's do couture coral. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, not good. That's a bad one. Okay, then we're going to try guava. Guys, I got to take better care of my paste. Some colors you just don't use that much, and then you go to get them. This one's kind of foamy. We'll see. I'm not going to use it, but let me spray some water in it. Man, oh, there's Shimmer Flamingo. Maybe that one. We have the best paste around, but I'm telling you right now, you need to be on your game. You need to be checking your paste every once in a while just to make sure that they're still okay. Because they won't be. When you're goofy like me and you don't take care of them. I used to be really good at that, but I sort of suck at it. It's because the old paste, you really had to go in once a month and add water and stir it. And then they came out with a new paste, and it's so creamy and so nice that you just felt like you didn't, but you do. You need to be watching it. Let's see if this will cover. It might take a few coats, but it's shimmery. Shimmery, so Halloweeny. There's a message from my Darlene. I'll wait till we get off here. My sweet friend is in the beginning battles of cancer. Okay. Let me see how that looks after we dry it, and then we'll start gluing this thing together. We're going to get it done, you guys. Have to do a little dry brushing. But that'll go fast. So in that quick, we made a shirt and a project. We're whipping it out, man. Whipping it out. Tomorrow night, I am volunteering at the thrift store, so I will not be here probably. I always say probably, and then what happens is I get home and I'm just tired, you guys. I can't do it like I used to. I'm an old girl. I'm like to tell my dog, I go, you're an old girl, doggy. You're an old dog. And that's me. I'm an old dog. But I appreciate you guys all coming in. I appreciate the sprinkles and all the things. And I appreciate Tracy and Craft Round the Clock. And I wish I was a better participant, but I am. It is what it is. Sometimes I think I don't do it enough, but because everything I do, I fly by the seat of my pants. I'm just not lying. That's just my game. So everybody else, you know, they book ahead and they're all on it. They're all on their game. Not this old girl. So this hat gets sanded. Now you could dry brush it too, but I think I'm going to try and sand it. And I want to. Our cat needs to have another little bit of. She needs a little help. She's a little transparent. She's supposed to be like a silhouette, I think. I remember when I was a little kid in kindergarten, we did silhouettes, and my mom had it when she died. It was in her stack of stuff. Isn't that funny, the stuff we keep? My kids, I kept stuff, and my kids were like, Mom, they roll their eyes. I'm like, listen, I kept it for 40 years. Now you can throw it away if you want to. You do what you want to do with it. I am going to touch up my little spider. I don't want him to be, I want him to be black. He doesn't need to be. Sanded. That looks good though. Okay. So now the cat, let's get that cat dry. The cat and this get dry brushed a little bit. I brought a chippy brush. I'm going to do it with a chippy brush. And I'm going to use slate gray. And I think I'm just going to take it out of the lid if I can get it open. And take a paper towel. I'm just going to kind of, and I want to wipe it out on my paper towel pretty good, you guys. And I'm just going to kind of just lightly go across my cat. Just enough to, and this could have a little bit more, because I kind of want that to stand out a little bit more. And I'm going to say that's probably it on that. You could also do your hat. Maybe I'll just kind of do a little bit on the hat. Stay away from the spider. And that's all that is. You could do as much or as little as you want. Now this hat gets glued right on the top of that hat. What did she do, Sarah? Can you please save this video? Oh yeah, I can. Yep. I have a bunch I need to get over there. So this just gets glued right on top of that. And this glue is Art Glitter Glue. I get it from Amazon. You can get it directly from the company. And if you get it in the winter, you guys, it can be a little funky. So if you order it in the summer when it's not freezing, and then have it for the winter, because I've heard people have issues with it in the winter. Now our winter was dang near nothing. So I didn't have any trouble, but it's not cheap. So you want to make sure that you can use it when you get it, because you hate to not be able to use it. That'd be awful. Okay, so then we've got this beauty. Oops, well, that's easy enough to fix. Got some of that melon on there. So I'm just going to kind of hit and miss around here. You don't have to get every nook and cranny on these things. You know, just kind of go around and get the spots, the bigger spots, and it'll be fine. And then you got to try and find where the stinking thing goes. It's scored, so it goes right there. It is scored. And this gets glued right up there. Still wet. That green is still a little bit wet. But we're going to go with it. My God, we might get done before 9:15. Or was it 8:15 to 9, wasn't it? Oh, it is. It was 8:15 to 9, you guys. So I'm going to have to go here in a minute. We're like a minute away. So everything is so simple, you guys. It just all fits right on there. And then the big flower fits on there. And that's when you find out if you need to paint. And I see there's a few areas. And then this one will go right in the center of that. And this goes in the center of that. And the little skull goes on there. And then these little wheat shocks go in here. And this little cat stands up. So, anyway, I'm done, you guys. 8:15 to 9 flew by. So, have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much for coming in. Hi, Cindy. I'm going to have to read what you did, Laura. I didn't. So, anyway, alrighty, guys. I will see you next time. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you all. If you want any of my wood kits, just let me know. And if you want any information on Chalk Couture, I can definitely help you with that too. Thanks, guys. Good night.